Have you ever wondered what pivotal event enabled the British to gain administrative control over the vast Indian subcontinent? The answer lies in the Charter Act of 1833, passed by the British Parliament. The Charter Act of 1833, also known as the Government of India Act 1833, or the St. Helena Act 1833, stands as a significant milestone in the history of British colonial rule in India. This act did much more than simply extend the royal charter granted to the East India Company for an additional 20 years. It brought about a fundamental transformation in the company itself. The East India Company, previously a commercial titan, saw its trading activities shuttered, emerging instead as an administrative body for British Indian possessions. Administrative changes were among the key provisions of this act. The erstwhile Governor-General of Bengal was redesignated as the Governor-General of India, a title first worn by Lord William Bentinck. This act unified India's administration under one control, stripping the governors of Bombay and Madras of their legislative powers. The Governor-General in Council now held the authority to amend, repeal or alter any law concerning all people and places in British Indian territories. Legal changes were also ushered in by this act. The Indian Law Commission was established, with Lord Macaulay at its helm. This commission embarked on the ambitious project of codifying all Indian law. Any law born out of India was to be presented before the British Parliament and would henceforth be known as an Act. The Act also brought about social changes, being the first to allow Indians to partake in the country's administration. It boldly declared that merit, not birth, color, religion, or race, should be the basis of employment in government service. Furthermore, the Act provided for the mitigation of slavery, which was prevalent in India at that time. The Charter Act of 1833 had ramifications that echoed far and wide. It heralded the onset of British colonization of India. The Act opened the doors for the English to settle freely in India. While the company maintained possession of the Indian territories, it was held in trust for His Majesty. To sum it up, the Charter Act of 1833 was a landmark piece of legislation that significantly influenced the trajectory of Indian history. It marked the metamorphosis of the East India Company from a commercial entity to an administrative body, setting the stage for the British colonization of India.